Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Miss Keish with Journey of the Word Ministries. I'm I'm late. I'm behind this week, y'all. I really didn't even know the day of the week, sadly. I'm just popping in today to talk about something really quick. Get away from me, Paddington. The scripture, spare the rod, spoil the child, and how they tell us that if you love someone, you will discipline them and you will not let things go unsaid that need to be, no matter what, or unaddressed. I'll say. Well, most of us think that not most, I shouldn't say most of us, a lot of us, when you hear about disciplining a child or disciplining someone, the first thing that you think about is whooping them or spanking them, depending on what culture you're from. Whooping don't mean beating, y'all. It's just a terminology that's used. Um, but today I was talking to my mama and she disciplined me today in the nicest, sweetest way about my little nasty mouth. Y'all know I got a problem. I'm trying to stop cursing and control my anger. Um, and she got on me today about my mouth in a very nice, very subtle, constructive criticism type of way. So I just wanted to bounce in and say, even though I try to defend myself a little bit, y'all, it was the natural reflex. I still know I was wrong, and I still heard her loud and clear. And no, I wasn't being disrespectful to her. I don't do that. Um, Nor was I cursing at her. She just was getting on me because it needed to be said. And you can discipline your children in more ways than whooping them or being negative. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't cuss at me. She wasn't mean to me. She said it just in a way that I could understand. I tell her if she called me Lakeisha or Keisha, I feel like I'm in trouble. So, um, when your children are doing something that they shouldn't be doing or that you don't like, don't spare the rod. And the rod is not just a whooping paddle or a spanking. The rod can be constructive criticism. The rod can be a nudge in the right direction. Um, the rod can be the cold hard truth said with respect to an adult. Um, and everyone still needs discipline. Discipline is not just for children. Our society is full of a whole bunch of people who have no discipline and who have, how do you say? Basically, we have a I want it, I'm going to get it attitude. We don't have any patience. We don't want to wait. And we have that by any means necessary mentality, especially the younger generation. And by any means necessary will cost you a lot. By any means necessary will cause a lot of damage to you and to those around you. If you truly love someone, you tell them the truth on all levels. If you truly love someone and you see them doing something that's going to hurt them or harm them, you you let them know that. That doesn't mean getting nasty to them. That don't mean throw them away. That don't mean like, oh, I can't mess with you because you do this, that, and the third. You're not their God. You're helping them. You're being a disciple of Christ. You're encouraging them to live on a better life because if you love them, you want them to do better, right? Even if you're not. So don't think because you're not in the position to tell anybody anything. I hear so many older people say that. I'm not in a position to tell nobody nothing. Yes, you are. Yes, you completely are. If you're in that position where you're doing that same thing that they're doing and nothing but bad has come up for you and you've developed a bad habit of it and can't get rid of it, you're in the perfect position, honey. And you have experience on your side, not just the desire to want to do right, not just the ability to try and follow God's way, even though you're fighting it. And the other thing that you're having on your side is love because you're loving them enough to be honest with them and be naked in front of them. Bare your soul that, look, I have this problem. I'm doing this. This is how it's affecting me, and I have not been able to stop. But I don't want you to continue to do the same thing. Or there's consequences to those choices. Spare the rod so that you don't spoil the child. And you're our child twice, in old age and in young. So just try and do the best that you can by the people that you know and love. And don't think that because you haven't gotten there yet that you can't help them get there, because you can't. We can just all help one another. Thank you for joining me for that quick, unexpected moment with Journey of the Word Ministries, home of every name known to God. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Enjoy your upcoming weekend.